Crazy Volcano versus monsterTornado. Volcanoes are portals into the heart of the earth. A bottomless cauldron fueled by ancient wrath is bubbling and boiling beneath the surface and is just waiting to explode. Gently coming into existence and growing larger and larger, hurling and twisting and reaching down from the sky as a monster, tornadoes exist. These two giants alone are powerful enough to be terrifying. Now imagine them together. Welcome back to Volcanow. Let's take a deeper look into the Crazy Volcano versus monsterTornado. Before we move on, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel and turn on the post notifications on for updates on our newest videos. After 123 years of inactivity, Mount St. Helens erupted in Washington in 1980. Within minutes, the explosion had burnt and destroyed 230 kilometers of woodland. Massive trees up to 15 miles away were felled by the eruption's avalanche of hot ash, gas, steam, and rocks that were also unleashed. So, what exactly is a volcano? A volcano is produced when magma manages to breach the Earth's surface. Volcanoes can erupt in several ways, and some of them can explode just like Mount St. Helens. Massive landslides and 8-ton rocks can be thrown more than half a mile by explosive eruptions, which are so powerful that they can fling particles 20 kilometers into the air. A heated avalanche of volcanic debris, ash, and gas is also produced by explosive eruptions, which bulldozes everything in its path. These explosive eruptions cause most of the fatalities associated with volcanoes. Volcanoes are effusive, as is Mauna Loa in Hawaii. Lava pours or flows out instead of a dramatic explosion. Deaths from effusive volcanoes are uncommon since most individuals can escape the lava. However, some people approach too closely or get stuck with no way out. Everything touched by lava is burned, melted, and destroyed, including homes, crops, and highways. A volcanic eruption permanently alters the environment. Volcanoes produce mountains, islands, and finally extraordinarily fertile land in addition to the destruction that they cause. Now let's take a look at tornadoes. The sky has a dark greenish tint while storm clouds in the distance are black. Whilst cats hide behind couches and dogs cry, the wind howls loudly. In the making is a tornado. Tornadoes, also called twisters, are ferociously spinning columns of air in the shape of a funnel that extends all the way down from the dark thunderclouds in which they originate to the ground. A tornado's wind speed can reach 250 miles per hour. That's faster than a race car. These violent gusts have the power to demolish bridges, topple trains, and send automobiles flying. They have also been seen to remove the tree bark and drain a riverbed of all of its water. Although tornadoes may be found worldwide, the United States leads the pack in storm intensity and frequency, with about 1,000 twisters touching down a year. They contribute to larger US storm systems, resulting in roughly 80 fatalities and nearly $1 billion in damage annually. So how exactly do tornadoes develop? Thunderstorms result when warm, humid air is forced over by cold, dry air. An updraft or shift in wind direction results in warm air rising through the cooler air. The updraft will rotate if the thunderstorm's winds have significant speed or direction variations. A funnel cloud starts to form as the rotation speed of the revolving updraft accelerates as it pulls in more warm air from the moving thunderstorm. The funnel lengthens as the twister gets stronger. As more dirt and particles are drawn into the rotating funnel, it gets easier to see, and when it eventually strikes ground, it becomes the most hazardous. Supercells, the term that scientists use to describe massive thunderstorms with rotating winds, are where the most severe tornadoes occur. A supercell develops from about 1 in 1,000 thunderstorms, and 1 in 5 or 6 supercells produce a tornado. While some tornadoes can rage for more than an hour, the average tornado lasts roughly 10 minutes despite its immense strength. Twisters frequently perish as they cross more excellent terrain or the clouds above them begin to disperse. The tri-state tornado of 1925 still stands as the tornado with the longest and closest path. The tornado was named because of the three states it struck: Missouri, Illinois, and Indiana, and it tore over 219 miles in 3.5 hours. Going back to volcanoes, how do volcanoes form? The mantle is a layer of solid rock that lies deep within the earth between the molten iron core and the thin crust at the surface. Volcanoes erupt as the mantle rock melts, flows through the crust to the surface, and releases the trapped gases. The rock melts at extremely high pressure and temperature, transforming into liquid rock or magma. When a substantial body of magma has developed, it rises through the layers of denser rock and towards the planet's surface. Lava is the term for magma that has surfaced. Debris from volcanic eruptions can travel hundreds of kilometers. Volcanic ash ruins electronics and machinery, kills crops, wrecks airplane engines, and contaminates water. Ash covers the ground, smothering everything and occasionally even bringing down buildings. More than 490 tons of ash were created by Mount St. Helens, which fell over a 22,000 square mile area and disrupted communities some 370 miles away. That brings us a very interesting question. What would happen if a tornado swept through the region above and around a volcano that was erupting? Would it spread lava and turn into a fire tornado? No instance of a tornado developing then traveling over an active volcano has ever been noted. Like forest fires, volcanoes emit high heat over a sizable enough region to cause columns of air to rise quickly. Over volcanoes, we frequently witness huge clouds known as cumulonimbus causing the thunderstorms. These can occasionally trigger tornadoes. A volcano-induced vortex would rise hot ash and embers, much like tornadoes from heavy thunderstorms over the Midwest. It's improbable that significant amounts of lava would be carried into the air due to its thick liquid form. These two natural occurrences don't typically occur in the same region. In Tornado Valley, there aren't many volcanoes after all. However, there are some locations where the likelihood of the two interacting increases. Unexpectedly, Italy experiences a lot of tornadoes. Let's imagine that Mount Vesuvius, the volcano that erupted and obliterated the city of Pompeii, will be struck by the most significant tornado ever recorded. How will the disaster manifest itself? Since tornadoes may travel up to 300 miles per hour, air would essentially behave like a solid if one were to be that large and violent. Thus, you take that and add a volcano to it. The fire, smoke, and ash from the volcano would be picked up by this tornado, producing a spinning vortex from hell. Being whipped at those speeds by the ash alone would completely sandblast your skin off your body in a matter of seconds. The level of destruction is beyond what the human mind can fathom. Let's hope that a scenario where both strike together remains a what if. That's all for today. Thank you for watching Volcanow, and don't forget to subscribe, like, and turn on notifications to stay up to date. Make sure to check out similar videos from our channel, and I'll see you in the next one.